All right, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody doing? Hopefully you can hear me. Um, I've got a new mic set up, and hopefully it's able to read, and I see the meters going. So, I'm trusting in God that this is working and that you can actually hear me. I'm not able to get any readout at all, but hopefully it is working. And let's see. I don't know if that did anything at all, but hopefully, and we'll see where that goes. And well. Not sure. I'm just hoping that it will work, and glad you all could be with me. As this is just kind of a new experimental thing here, I am working with a headset, wireless headset microphone, so I'm not sure how that's going to go here, but we will see. I'm looking at my monitors, and apparently it is reading. So I just never know with these things. This is all experimental and testing, and I've ran through tests all earlier today, and so hopefully we'll see. Like I said, we'll see where this goes. But I had this all plugged in and working earlier here, but I'm not able to even hear anything back, so I might have to redo this because I am not seeing any kind of readout here, and so hopefully I'll check my other monitor here, and there it goes. Well, apparently it is, but I'm not getting anything in the monitor. So well, you know, it is live. It is going, and it is getting a readout, and it is getting a feed. So interesting. But I'm just not, I don't hear anything in my monitors, my in-ear monitors here. So, but it is reading. So that's why every once in a while I will be checking on these, checking on this. So this is interesting. So we'll see how this goes, folks. I'm not really sure how how we do the monitor stuff here, but it's supposed to be actually reading it and setting this up to where it's actually hearing it. Interesting. So I will be checking momentarily, kind of running tests back and forth, but it seems to be getting a pretty good readout without having to feed back. But there we go. All right. Well, I got monitors, so I just know this readout is just not working. So we are going to just move on, and as I'm moving my my monitor here, just kind of running it through. I just kind of working on some things here, folks, so bear with me. I usually am able to hear like full monitor and everything, but I'm not hearing anything. There's no I don't hear anything back. So I'm not quite sure, as I'm not able to hear anything really, and the speakers aren't really working either. So I'm not quite sure what I did. Not quite sure what happened. It doesn't look like there's anything going, but I am hearing it. So I appreciate you guys being here. And we will, we will just get through this. And I guess I'm just going to hear myself talk. So I got to figure out this cables and everything. But apparently there's something going on with it. And it's, unless I accidentally put in the wrong cord here, which is not a good thing. So, you know, let's see. We will be testing this for a while here, folks. I had this all set up, and apparently it's not wanting to cooperate here. So that's why it's a little bit off kilter here. So I'm not getting any monitor readout or anything, so I'm not quite sure why. So, but it is reading. I am getting a readout, so that's a good thing. That's why it's a little bit off kilter here. So I'm not getting. Well, apparently this thing's all out of whack. I'm looking at my monitor and I'm still hearing it, but I'm actually not hearing anything on my monitor. So it is kind of throwing me just a tad bit off here. And that's why there's a little bit of a pause and some delays in here, because I don't hear any kind of feedback or anything in my headset at all. Just nothing. Actually, I should be hearing. I was actually, when I tested it earlier, it worked just fine, and so now all of a sudden I'm not getting anything. So I don't understand quite what's going on, and I don't know if that's doesn't probably either help much at all, but you know, I might have to just stop this and go back in and redo this, because I am not hearing anything at all, and I'm not quite sure how to really fix this. It's kind of a new setup for me. As I'm in this chair that does not want to cooperate, it seems to be dropping every time it like leans forward. So so hopefully, and this will be, I'll be able to get through this here without having to go to the mixer with the other microphone. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how to fix this really, because like I said, I don't hear anything. I'm not hearing any kind of monitors at all. And but I'm watching it on the monitors, and I'm watching it on the other monitor that I got, and it seems to be playing just fine, but there's just no, I have no, nothing in my monitors. So I'm not quite sure. I just don't know. Well, you know, So, all right. Well, enough of the technicality stuff here. I guess we'll just roll with it, what I got, because, like I said, there's nothing coming out of my speaker, and there's nothing coming out of anything that I've got, and I've worked on this morning for a couple hours. That's what took me a little bit of time to get back on here today, because I was working on trying to get this thing set up, and it was working earlier. Like I said, I could hear feedback. And when I did that test, you could hear that whistle or a bell or something, the sound that was coming out of it. So it is reading. I'm watching it on my monitor on the right side here, and it is somewhat feeding. I'm getting a clear picture and a clear vocal tracking on it. But like I said, absolutely nothing in my monitors at all. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that is really. And it's kind of annoying. Without getting into it. So, well, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how to even resolve this. So, without getting into it. So that's why the little bit of a blank and a little bit of a feedback here and a little bit of a pause. Because I'm not, like I said, I don't hear anything. It's kind of annoying. But there it is. So that's why the little bit of a pause, and so I'm hoping everything will go good, and I can hear this. And like I said, I don't know. I'm not sure how to do this, so kind of annoying. But it is working. I can hear it. So I apologize for the delays and this problems here. I'm really not sure. So get that feedback in there. So there we go. But I don't have anything on my monitors at all. So it is working. So, well, all right, folks. Well, enough of that. I guess I'm just gonna have to roll with it and see what happens here. Because I'm not. I just don't have. I don't have any kind of. I don't have any kind of feedback or nothing. I'm not able to not even able to get in there and hear anything. So like I said, I may have to just go ahead and stop this and go back and redo this to a later time, because it's not. I'm just not working, folks. Not the way I planned it. And I had this thing set up, and it was working fine. So we may we'll go. We'll test this out and see what's going on with this thing. So interesting, very interesting, and not sure. So that's why the pause, folks. Like I said, apologies to this thing. This is not working, not hearing anything. I have no monitor whatsoever, and I've tested it and run it and ran it through, and just not getting any kind of feedback or anything. So I'm not quite sure. So Just appreciate you being here. Glad you can bear with me on this. I am hearing it off the side, and if I have to switch and go to the neutral monitor and stuff and the neutral microphone, if I do that, I'll have to shut everything off and redo it and start again. So, but I am hearing the live feed on the podcast. So, all right. Well, a lot going on. Apparently, Devil's trying to get in there and cut this off because, it's just one thing after another with this. As I'm looking at the other monitor, it seems to be working just fine. So I'm going to have to go back in there and readjust this. So this is going to be kind of a mess. So, all right. Well, let's kick it off anyway. Let's go live with this right now. Live Grace Ministries, Minister Preacher Rick Raleigh here, speaking life through God's grace. And God bless everyone, and blessings and shalom. And glad that you could join me, even though there is some technicality, some issues going on with this thing. So what I might do is just go ahead and finish out what I've got left over and reschedule this and redo this so I can get a chance to work on this sound issues. All right, so we know what we do. We got our big cup of love, which is our Bible. Our coffee, of course. Got a little amaretto vanilla going on. So your pens, pads, notebook, tablets, your basically something to write with, notebook, tablet, all that stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's got a good reading. I'm actually watching it, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Looks like it's picking up and reading. I'm watching it, reading everything here. So. Man, it looks like we're good to go. So even though I'm not getting any feedback in my headphones, I can still hear it. So I don't know why that clicks like that, but I'm not. It's a new headset, folks. Brand new headset. Just got it. It looks like it's plugged in okay. So, oops. I don't know why that clicks like. So I'm watching the other monitor, and I'm watching the live feed. There's a couple of second delay, and I'm kind of monitoring this side for a little bit. There is some kind of feedback. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not hearing anything out of the microphone or the headphones or nothing. Not hearing anything out of the headset, not hearing anything anywhere. It's got that weird, wow. Well, folks, live on the air, like I said, that's just kind of the way it goes here. So, I'm like I said, I'm pretty stumped. I was just testing this earlier, got through this, had a sound check, and everything seemed to be going pretty normal. So we will see. So it might be a little bit of a delay here. Let's see if I get this right here. So, all right. Well, like I said, I may have to just redo this, folks. So bear with me. I'm going to cut this off for a little bit, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to go work on this technical issues with the microphone. All right. Talk to you soon. Be right back.